What's good, my powerful people? Back at y'all with another video. And before we hop into the topic, make sure you drop a sub down below, drop a like on the video, and follow me on all my socials. Links gonna be in the description. Life is all about action. Understand this, bro. First things first, let me say this though. I saw a TikTok earlier, and it was this dude. He was like explaining money and how some of the people, well, he was saying that everybody who was on the currencies, who owned bills, dollar bills, on slaves, right? But he was just explaining the reasons and stuff like that. He didn't go too in detail. He talked about some people. He talked about Abraham Lincoln and Andrew Jackson. But anyways, what he said stood out to me, and this is what he said. He was saying like people just go out their way and do all types of things in hopes of getting this currency, this money, in order to use it to purchase something that happens or that comes naturally. And essentially what stuck out to me was happiness. Because a lot of people get caught up in the chasing money, or they're chasing materialistic desires to the point where there's like they're almost worshiping money. And it's like, it don't matter what you buy, you still gonna be unhappy. After you get that little boost of happiness that you get, or after you just get used to what you buying, you gonna want something different. You gonna see something new that's coming out. So it's essentially a never-ending cycle. You on this hamster wheel, but you have to elevate, because that's essentially third-dimensional thinking. You have to elevate. But anyways, because I'm going on a tangent. That's not even what I'm supposed to be talking about. Life is all about action, bro. Procrastination and overthinking come from lack of action. Because essentially, bro, why are you overthinking about whether you're going to do the right thing or not? Why are you overthinking? Why are you contemplating making the right decision? Why are you contemplating doing the right thing versus staying on this hamster wheel, staying plugged in, repeating the same problems? Why is that even an option? At certain points, you gotta really just level up mentally to the point where certain things are beneath you, like literally permanently beneath you. Like you literally bury these things to the point where they cannot affect you no more. You have to be able to really get to this point, so because life is about constant evolution. Understand this, bro. Your heartbeat is giving responsibility to all this. So your body is active. Even when you sleep, your body is active. Everything's about action. When you're learning a skill, you active. Now, you have to do things, because when you're active, you can put yourself in a flow state. Understand this. When you're getting to the bag, when you get into the money, aka you on your grind, you will be in a flow state. When you're meditating, you can be in a flow state. These things lock you in. When you're focused on the present moment, flow state. Because you're not stressing about the past or the future. You right here in the present moment. So it's like you ain't got to trip about these things. You got to understand and really let this sink in, because a lot of people are just stuck in the same position in life. A lot of people are trapped in their own minds to the point where they have so many limitations and all this self-doubt within their mentality. And they're creating fake scenarios and letting these fake scenarios take control over their emotions. So essentially you tripping about something that doesn't even exist. You overthinking about what she gonna do when she not with you. You overthinking about who she talking to. You understand what I'm saying? You overthinking about how you can't pay for all this stuff. How you gotta wait till you get paid. How you feel so broke. How you gotta go to work again. Manifesting a negative reality. All based upon your own thoughts and emotions. But you never think to ask yourself, why am I doing this to myself? Self-sabotage is literally destructing so many people. Self-sabotage is literally keeping so many people in the same position in their life. But it's like, for what? Because a lot of people get comfortable. That's what it is. A lot of people get comfortable. But you got to constantly elevate, because how can you be comfortable when your mind can take you into the future, essentially? Because through evolution, you know who you want to be. You know how you want to be living. So it's like, essentially, you stuck in this one position in life, but you know in your mind that you want to be doing something better for yourself. But you never really tap into that mind and really try to put together a plan or figure something out to do differently to elevate you to get to these things that you're seeing in your mind. You're so comfortable. Understand this. A lot of people cannot handle being uncomfortable. Understand this. So a lot of people just gonna keep themselves in the same situation. A lot of people gonna be stuck in their ways. A lot of people gonna be stuck being simps. A lot of people gonna be stuck in the matrix, stuck at their job, working a job that they don't like, stuck in a marriage, whatever the case may be. Some trapped in stuck in a relationship, stuck in your own mindset. So this is stagnation. Stagnation is death, bro. Because we are conscious beings, so therefore, understand, the mind is so powerful that it can take you all types of places. Knowledge is eternal. Knowledge is never ending. You can always be elevating your mindset. So if you constantly elevating your mindset, or if you just have a naturally strong mindset, you can take yourself places. Because a lot of people are acting as if their body is doing its own thing, so they're slaves to their own urges. Or a lot of people act as if everything in their mind is reality, because all the thoughts in your head is not necessarily yours. You not necessarily have to tap into these thoughts. But a lot of y'all are placing thoughts into y'all's minds that are making you feel bad, that are keeping you right where you at, that are making you stay the same, that are making you repeat mistakes, that are stopping you from doing what needs to be done, that are stopping you from elevating. So you are responsible for this, but some people are so plugged in that they ain't even aware of this, so they blaming somebody else. Or they blaming a situation that they put themselves in, and they repeating the situation over and over, constantly pointing fingers. Never capable or able to look in the mirror, but we all got free will, so essentially, you don't have to go down that path. You don't have to be like everybody else. Why would you want to be like everybody else when you have a mind that can create something that nobody else can conceive? Really let this sink in. So why are you worshiping celebrities, pedestalizing people that don't know you, pedestalizing people who are human just like you, got 24 hours in a day just like you, doing things that you could also do if you put your mind to it? But why are you so focused on these people's lives? Why are you so trusting into these different belief systems that are literally stripping your power away from you? That are literally causing you to self-destruct. It's so much more information that you really gotta learn, internally and externally. It's so much baggage that you just carrying that needs to be just let go, internally and externally. Staying the same is always a choice. You can always just say, instead of staying the same, let me do something different to change for the better. Because if you stay in the same, you're doing something wrong. Understand, it's October, so it's like, what have you done all year leading up to this point? What have you accomplished? And if you can think back to something that's early on in the year and you're still in the same type of time and it's not something positive, what are you doing still holding on to that? Or why haven't you made a change yet? Are you even aware to be able to answer that question, to be aware that you was tripping, that you ain't really accomplished nothing? Are you that self-aware? Are you gonna be disciplined enough to know this, understand this, and do something different? Or are you gonna constantly repeat the same mistake to keep you right where you at? You so frustrated, so it's like it's nothing wrong with being frustrated with your current situation. It's just like you can't be so frustrated or so unmotivated and undisciplined to the point where you stuck, or you can't just accept temporary defeat. A lot of people take one loss and it's like, boom, they just quit. Temporary is temporary defeat. The only way you just lose, or the only way you just can't get what you want, is if you just stop trying, is if you quit. So it's like, why are you quitting? Because we're not perfect. We're meant to make mistakes. We don't know everything. We learn things. Understand this. So you learn through mistakes. You learn through temporary defeat, because if you keep pushing, or if you get back up after that temporary defeat and show that it's like you still got a destination, you still got something that you working towards. So it's like you still putting brute force energy towards what you want out of life, or towards what you want for yourself. So you're gonna be met with different things that's gonna flow into your life, that's gonna assist you along the way. It might be a thought, it might be an idea. I mean, you might meet somebody. You might see something on your phone. You might see an angel number. You might have a dream. understand that you might see something on TV, a certain song lyric. I think I already said that, but still, just the list goes on. But there's no such thing as a coincidence. Everything is connected, so everything happens for a reason. But with a certain awareness, you're gonna be able to pick up on these things, and you're gonna be like, bro, it's starting to make sense now. Or you're gonna have different thoughts, or it's like you're gonna finally shift your life and start doing something positive for your life. So you might stop with the negative thinking, or not necessarily stopping with the negative thinking, because we're not responsible for all our thoughts. We are not our thoughts. We receive in thoughts. So therefore, every thought that you receive is not meant to be acted upon, or not meant to be expressed, or not meant to be emotionalized. So therefore, you get to choose which thoughts you want to emotionalize, aka you get to give power to the positive thoughts that's uplifting you and empowering you to be a better person. Or when somebody else is outwardly expressing their thoughts, outwardly expressing what they're receiving out to you and to your frequency, you don't let that affect you, because you understand that it's just a reflection of what they're receiving based upon how they carry themselves. Really let that sink in. So understand this. It all points back to just you being still. But it's like, essentially, it's not you being still, because you aren't the body. But when you allow your consciousness, or when you allow the thoughts that you're receiving and your emotions to keep you still, to the point where you ain't even doing anything with your life, to the point where you mentally trapped, you stressed, you got anxiety. So you really just, this is what I said earlier in the email. You are gonna be a weak man. So when you are a weak man, you ain't at your peak performance. When you ain't at your peak performance, you are a liability. A liability to the lifestyle that you're supposed to be living according to what you see in your mindset. If you've thought this far, if you have things that you want to work towards, if you have extraordinary goals, if you don't want to be like everybody else. But you are the chosen one, because you're receiving this message. So it's like you have to understand these things so they can propel you and elevate you to different levels in your life. But the information is out here. It's just all about how you apply it. So it's like, yes, when you stuck, how can you be stuck? You're not stuck. You allowing the body to be stuck. You're not doing anything. You trapped in your mindset. You stuck in the matrix. Yes, this is what I was saying. When you are a liability, you subject to all types of manipulation. And you're just gonna believe everything that you see, because you're gonna be a gullible person. Gullible people are easily manipulated. The matrix is out here. So they might promote something to distract you. Or you might just give in to what people are saying about you. Or you may stay in a relationship that ain't good for you. Or you may be trapping yourself in your own mind, limiting yourself, doubting yourself, working backwards. So it seems essentially that all of these things are connected. All these are possibilities. They could all be happening all at one time. But you constantly fighting with the situation that you're going through. But each situation that you're fighting, you're never looking inside of yourself and changing nothing about yourself. So it don't matter what situation you're going through, you're gonna get the same outcome. Or the situation gonna happen again, which is gonna cause you to be even more stuck, giving you even more reasons to just say, I quit. Just to say, I can't figure it out, I give up. But essentially, if you just look within, because you gotta stop looking outside of yourself for all these answers and look within yourself. Do the healing, bro. Why do you not wanna heal? How can you not be alone with yourself? That doesn't make no sense. So you gotta do the work, the shadow work. You have to bring peace with your shadow self. You have to find the middle way. You're not just all peace, love, and positivity, bro. You have to bring aspects of your shadow self and be aware of these things and neutralize these things with the aspects of your positive self or your positive shadow. Understand it? Not positive self, but your positive self. So therefore, you operating at a higher level, aka the ascension of your energy levels, the ascension of the energy within you, the chakras within you. A lot of people are operating out of the lowest frequencies, the lowest chakras. So you got detrimental negative thoughts. You're around bad people. You experiencing negative things in your life. You have a terrible diet, terrible emotional state, a lot of baggage and trauma, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You're probably out of shape. everything's gonna spiral out of control in your life. But you have to elevate through the habits, through the mentality, through the actions, the emotional control, these types of things, through certain plans that you're putting together to strive for something that's better, that may be beyond yourself, by walking a certain path, by staying in your lane, by taking the red pill, by asking these questions, by doing your own research, by not caring what everybody else got to say, by staying in your own lane, focusing on you and your own success and what you can achieve and what you can create. Empowering yourself on a mental level, not destructing yourself mentally. Why would you do something like this? Not contemplating if we're gonna do the right thing, but only looking towards what can make us better, only focusing on what we can control. So not trying to control a woman to make her do what we want her to do, when she gonna do whatever she wanna do regardless. But you gotta have a certain mindset. But the mindset is not enough. The knowledge is not enough. How are you expressing it? How are you using the physical body that you have received to carry out your mission that you have in your mind? So you do this through certain habits, and you gotta have a certain amount of discipline to consistently follow through with these habits. And the motivation does not come from external sources. Yeah, you can look for things that you wanna work towards, but the powers within you fuel you to go out and get these things. Let it sink in. But if you're not acting, if you don't have an active life full of constant progression, how is any of this gonna correlate to you? How is any of this gonna be experienced in your life? If you constantly tripping over her, worried about what she gonna do, trying to control her, constantly taking her back, and she's steady doing you down bad, how can you experience the life that you want? Because that's gonna weigh you down, that's gonna hold you back. So how can you live the life that you want? If you don't even believe in yourself, if you care about what everybody else thinks, if you tearing yourself down mentally, how can you do what you want out of life? How can you even think about your goals? You spend more time thinking about how you can't do what you want to do instead of thinking of all the ways that you can do what you want to do. So as a result of this terrible mentality, your emotional state gonna be just all out of whack. Stressed, depressed, anxiety, and all different types of areas of your life. It's bad spiritual health. So you might not even be able to meditate. Diet is just terrible. But all these things are a choice, but the information is out there. So yeah, you're subject to all types of manipulation from the matrix. So the lifestyle that you live in is something that is just terrible to you, something that you just dread it. Deep down inside, you know this. Deep down inside, you know that you want to be living different. But what has to click for you to consistently work towards it, to consistently follow that light that you see, to consistently take your red pill every day, to consistently just stay in your own lane, focus on yourself. Because if you ain't gonna do it, nobody else will. To just get around people that's positive, that's on something with their life, who head on straight, bro, who ain't just out here tripping, focused on the wrong thing, distracted, plugged into the matrix, simped out. You see what I'm saying? Bro, you gotta just do what you gotta do for you. You gotta take care of yourself. So therefore, universe or life or God, source, whatever, is gonna take care of you. So the thing that you can receive will be a reflection of the things that you're doing. So AKA the blessings, AKA the people that you meet, the girl that you can attract, the money you can make. So the thing that you can buy with the money, the other people that you can bless, the people's lives that you can impact, all these different things. All through action, everything is connected, bro. You gotta find the middle way in your life. You gotta have a why. You gotta stop looking for external motivation and figure out and look in that mirror and see what's really gonna fuel you. What fuels you the most? Heartbreak, motivation. I mean, not motivation, but heartbreak, failure, being broke. What motivates you the most? You gotta answer these questions. What you gonna do about it? So if you can answer those questions, what you gonna do about it? Do you think about this type of stuff? How do you want to live? Why do you care about her? Why are you not on your grind? Because time is going to continue to pass you by. You have to elevate and do the right thing in your life. You can't be distracted. You can't be easily manipulated. If you don't have control of your mindset, you ain't gonna have control of nothing. So You cannot be out here distracted and easily manipulated, gullible, blue pill. You can't be sleep. You can't be on NPC mode. You gotta know. You gotta be in your own lane. You gotta be in control of your own life. It all starts within you. Go within yourself. Stop looking outside of yourself for all the answers. Outside of research, bro. You don't have to go outside of yourself for nothing. Everything is within you. Everything that you need. You get the information, because sometimes the information is already within you. So certain research, you don't have to externally go. You don't have to look something up. Certain things just come to you, aka the ideas, aka the inspiration, the certain hunches. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just you just do it. It's things that you feel within your body that's guiding you to do the right thing, or guiding you to make a certain decision. It all comes back to action. So you must get up and start acting, and really just let this information sink in and apply this information so you can better your life, so you can transform your life for the better. Because if you are subject to any of these things that I listed in this video, or any of these scenarios that I listed in this video, do not beat yourself up, because we are not human. So these things are necessarily just certain circumstances. A lot of these things can be avoided though, but you have to start right where you at. You can't compare your life to nobody else, because they weren't raised like you. They ain't in the same house as you. They're not living the same life as you. So you gotta focus on yourself. You gotta understand that it's like, bro, you gotta make the changes. You gonna meet people along the way. You gonna track things in your life. You gonna have the ideas, the mindset, but you gotta sharpen these things. You can't have a dull mind, foggy, you know what I'm saying, foggy mind based upon how you live in your life. Act, but you can't be acting backwards. You can't work backwards, or you can't just be still. You gotta be going forward. You can't start climbing up the mountain and just stop and just be looking up there. You're not up there. You can't just watch a video, feel a little bit of motivation, and feel like you're changing your life. You still ain't did nothing. You can't just tear yourself up, bro. You can't just be stuck in life forever. You gotta act. So you gotta understand and figure out your why. You gotta do this research yourself. You gotta apply the information. It ain't gonna happen overnight, just every single day. Focus on what you need to focus on. Be better than you was yesterday. Just do what needs to be done and be disciplined to do it every single day. Simple. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.